Doom Eternal takes what I love about Doom 2016 and improves upon it in every way. With better level designs, fluid combat, more badass gent metal music from Mick Gordon, tight controls, and unlockables worth going out of your way to get, Doom Eternal is easily my game of the year for 2020. The Ancient Gods Part 1 is the first part of a new campaign for Doom Eternal. Given the $20 price tag for the first new expansion, is this worth playing through? If you like the original game, you're definitely going to want to give this a try, but if you're still skeptical on playing Doom Eternal, then this new DLC pack is not going to change your mind. If you thought the main campaign was a little bit too easy, well guess what? You're in for a ride, because the Ancient Gods Part 1 does not fuck around. At the very first level of the game, you are going to be fighting demons that you would find near the end of the main game's campaign. Pain Elementals, Marauders, Kaku Demons, you name it, you're going to be fighting all of these as soon as you step foot into the first level of the campaign. And if you hated the Marauders, then boy, you are in for a treat, because there is one segment within the very end of the first level of the new DLC campaign that you have to fight 2 Marauders at once while also dealing with a horde of enemies. This, all in all, creates a lot of stress for the combat, and this requires you to master the combat loop from the main game. These all might come off as criticisms for the DLC campaign, but in all honesty, I actually really like this DLC. Sure, for those that want more story to their Doom game, it's offered here, but if I'm gonna spend $20, I want there to be more of the gameplay, but with a little bit more added challenge rather than just me resorting to putting the game on Nightmare mode. I felt even on Ultraviolence, Doom Eternal really wasn't that hard, especially if you went out of your way to 100% the game. There is an option to buy the Ancient Gods as a standalone game, but I highly do not recommend going that route. Not only because you're going to be missing out on some of the story material in the first game, but you're going to be thrown in at the beginning of this campaign with all the guns, all the attachments, but without any experience of the combat loop. And I stress the mastery of the combat loop before you jump into the campaign, unless you're going to be playing on some of the easier difficulties, because this game is designed for you to master its combat loop in order to succeed on the higher difficulties, and the DLC is no exception. The only thing I wish they would improve upon for the DLC is the exploration. Don't get me wrong, the level design itself is fine, but it's the actual collectibles that you get. Sure, there's more entry pages for more backstory, but also the only other thing that you're getting are support runes, which you can only use one at a time, and then the additional Slayer costumes that can be used in the campaign or in battle mode. The unlockable Slayer costumes this time around are just kind of okay. I felt like there was a lot more cooler ones in the main campaign, and some of the ones that you can get in the season passes in battle mode. While playing on Ultraviolence, the first part of the Ancient Gods DLC campaign took me about 8 to 10 hours while also going after all the collectibles. If you need something to play while waiting for a new graphics card or for one of the new consoles, then honestly $20 isn't too bad for this campaign, especially if you're looking for more challenge in Doom. If you are a newcomer, please play the main campaign first before going into the DLC. You'll thank me later.